Welcome back everyone. It's time for us to talk and probably do a full review on how iOS 14 has been on my iPhone 8. I've done this for my 6S and 7 and I've been testing and comparing all sorts of different phones on iOS 14, and I want to say this, iOS 14 has a long way to go. It's not perfect, but it's going to get better and better with each beta, I'm telling you guys. So the way iOS 14 right now, currently holds up and everything might not be how it is on the official version, but this should give us a good idea on how it's going to be by the time the official version comes out. Now, this is what I will tell you, okay? iOS 14, you should not install it on any phone, even if you think it's stable, even if you think it's great. Wait until like beta 3 or until the public beta comes out. Once the public beta comes out, then it's fair game. But as of right now, do not install it. It's a waste of time. You're going to break your phone and it's not even worth it. I've still not installed it on my 11 Pro, so keep that in mind. I've installed it on all these other devices. If you have a side device or an iPhone you're not using, then go for it by all means, but you should not be, using your main phone on iOS 14, if that makes any sense. Now, this is what I'll tell you. iOS 14 so far has been pretty good on my iPhone 8. I haven't really had any like crazy shutdowns or random issues or anything like that. Now, I did have them on some of my older phones, but those have since been fixed, which is great. Time heals all. But with this iPhone 8, there's been two things that were a little weird, and I'm going to tell you, I'm just going to get straight into it. Performance wise, I did a speed test between iOS 14 and iOS 13, and I saw that for the most part, iOS 13 was actually faster than iOS 14. And, probably rightfully so. It is, it's more stable, it has a lot more going on, and whatever. But here's the thing, on my other devices, I kind of saw a little bit of the opposite. I saw that iOS 14 was at least, kind of up there when it comes down to the performance. With iOS 13, it was pretty much almost always faster than iOS 14. So you're not really going to be getting a speed improvement according to the first beta, but once the second and third and fifth beta come out, then it'll get cleaner and cleaner. It's just time, it's just gonna heal all. But when I'm messing with it, when I'm playing around with it, I don't really find myself saying like, oh my god, this is a slow phone, and I don't really even see the speed differences. It's only when I completely do a speed comparison, and that's when I see it. So I don't really think it's that big of a deal, but it is something to consider at the end of the day. So performance wise, iOS 13, in my opinion, from my testing, is faster than iOS 14. And I did a battery test as well, and I know this is what a lot of people are going to probably forget about. And I saw that again, the battery life on iOS 14 on my iPhone 8 was actually worse than what I was getting on my iOS 13 iPhone 8. On my other iPhones, I was saying that, the iOS 14 device was actually getting better battery life. On the iPhone 8 specifically, not quite the case. Now, this is what I'll tell you. With the iPhone 8, the one on iOS 14 did have a little bit worse battery health than the one on iOS 13, so keep that in mind. That is a huge thing to consider. But even then, that being the case, the difference in battery life to battery death really wasn't the same as, the battery health to battery health compared to both, if that makes any sense. So basically, still the iOS 13 device would have lasted longer if they were both on 100% battery health based on my calculations. So that's another big thing to consider. And ultimately, what I'll tell you is, if you have an iPhone 8, going to iOS 14 as of right now is not a good thing to do. I'm going to look at you and cry because it's just not a good thing to do at all. I'm crying just thinking about it. You're better off waiting until the beta 3 comes out or the public beta. Now, the reason I say beta 3 is because Apple's going to fix a lot of things with beta 2, but I feel like they're going to mess a lot of things up with beta 2 as well. They've done this before with every single beta that I've ever installed on my phones on. So beta 3, you should probably just wait there, or just wait until the public beta comes out, which would be way better. So that's really pretty much it. Just some little updates on this specific device. If you have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count. So it means so much if you guys can hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.